Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're coming to you live on Facebook from Congregation Brith Shalom, where we meet every single Sunday morning at 11 o'clock for an incredible journey through the 39 laws of Shabbat with a Musar twist. So, as you know, we've been counting the Omer, and last night we counted the 26th day of the Omer. And the 26th way of perfecting our life and maximizing pleasure is hamakir et mekomo, knowing your place. It's such an important thing for a person to know where they stand, where's the right place for them to be. So a child who thinks that they're the principal of the school is going to have some issues, right? And a principal of a school who thinks he's still a child, also, there's something lacking. A person needs to know their place. I remember a story of when my grandfather hosted other rabbis, other prominent rabbis. My grandfather was no lightweight, but when he had rabbis who he felt were greater than him, he let them sit. He placed them in his seat, and he would sit on the side and he would sit quietly, even though to many of them he may have been even greater. But he knew his place. Now is the time for us to give the honor to someone else. And I remember vividly when my grandfather came, I made a siyum, I made a completion of a tractate in yeshiva, and my grandfather surprised me and came to be there and he sat all the way in the back with the students. He didn't want to sit in the dais, right? He didn't want to sit with all the rabbis. He sat in the back, and he insisted on not moving from there, right? Because that's not his place. He doesn't want to take over the show. He's there to encourage me. He was there for a specific purpose. He wasn't there to take over the whole show. He knew you have to know your place. It's very important for a person to know their place. It's an interesting story. They say that one of the Rothschilds came on a trip through Europe, and he knew that the greatest Torah sage of the generation was the Chafetz Chaim. And the Chafetz Chaim was so incredible. He says, I have to go see the Chafetz Chaim. So he goes to the Chafetz Chaim's house, and he figured, the Chafetz Chaim, probably, lived a regal life, and instead he walks in, he sees he has a cracked bench, he has, a table that was wobbly, no furniture, So the Rothschild walks in and he says, I don't understand, the Chafetz Chaim, where's all your furniture? Where is everything? Where's the couches? And where's the, the china closet? Where is all of it? So Chafetz Chaim says to him, where is yours? He says, me? I'm traveling. He says, so am I. He says, life is one big tour, one big travel, right? We're not here to stay. People think and sometimes forget that this isn't our place forever. So we have to always keep that in mind. To know our place means we have to also know that this world is not permanent. None of us are going to be here permanent. Give it 100 years and none of us are here. We have hopefully our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. So what are we doing for them to ensure that they have a place that is proper for them in this world? So with that, way number 26, know your place. Just a very interesting quick Mishnah in Avot. Mishnah says that someone who runs after kavod, honor runs away from them. And anyone who runs away from honor pursues them. That's also, a person has to know their place. A person has to know when it's their place to accept honor and when it's their time to run away from honor, but never to run after honor, right? Because that's never the right thing for a person to do. So with that, we're going to sign off from our friends on Facebook, way number 26. I look forward to sharing way number 27 either tonight or tomorrow. Have a lovely day, everybody. Thank you for joining us.